Oddity. Horror. Director, Damien McCarthy. Stars: Carolyn Bracken as Dani, Johnny French as Declan, Steve Wall as Ivan. Rated R for some bloody images. This all begins with Dani, who is working alone in a remote house in Ireland. She calls her physician husband Ted to let him know of her progress while he works late. Things are peacefully, petrifyingly quiet, which makes the arrival of one of Ted's former patients, Olin, all the more jarring. As he tries to warn Dani that someone or something is in the house, begging for her to let him in through a locked door so he can find it, she seems about ready to do so. We then cut to the title and flash forward a year to learn she was brutally killed that night. Olin is blamed for the murder, but there seems to be much unresolved. Everyone is trying to move past as quickly as they can. Not only is Ted still living there, but he is doing so with his new girlfriend Yana, whom he met through his work. When Dani's sister Darcy, also played by Bracken, arrives at the house bearing a strange gift, neither Ted nor Yana quite know what to do. Eventually, he goes off to work, and she stays for longer than she had hoped to do so. Darcy, a blind medium who can see into the past and people, when she comes into contact with an object that was close to them, begins to piece together more of what went on that night.
What do you want?
You're in trouble.
What?
Would you just open the door?
As we then arrive at a crushing yet cathartic conclusion, much of the film falls to Bracken to carry it home. Not only is she more than up to the task, but she gives it a surprising emotional heft in a final sequence that tears you to pieces. No stranger to giving great performances in horror, having similarly disappeared into her role in the disquieting recent film You Are Not My Mother, we can feel so much of what becomes a more frighteningly familiar terror, just based around her performance. Though the film is relatively confined in terms of how long we get to spend with her character, it is Bracken who makes it feel immense as we get to the tragic end. It is she who gives both life and death to McCarthy's dark tale, making it impossible to look away, just as we fear what it is that we will see there. That some of the final revelations carry, with them, a sense of lingering sadness and unresolved agony makes this cut all the deeper. When its final moments ring through the nearly empty home, Oddity provides one closing reminder of what may be lurking out there. As we learn when it is almost too late, sometimes the most terrifying things in our lives are those that come knocking from inside the house. IMDb, 6.9 Metascore, 78 Rotten Tomatoes, 89. Pros. Oddity is a patient yet petrifying work of horror that is truly scary in a way that can feel unfortunately all too rare. The Wooden Man is not only well designed, but the way McCarthy captures it creates a creeping sense of dread. Some delightful jokes that acknowledge some of its silliness fit in perfectly with the supernatural forces that comes knocking.
You said I should visit on Dani's anniversary.